we want to start this function officially. The Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of academics and student affairs, Professor Elijah Mwanga. The Deputy Vice Chancellor, Finance and Administration, Professor Eric Koech, who is also the Acting Vice Chancellor. Professor Peter Njagi, who is the Acting Vice Chancellor, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research and Development, will be joining us shortly. And we want to start this program officially with a word of prayer from Reverend Abong.
Gracious and everlasting Father, Lord God Almighty, we want to thank you this afternoon for who you are. We want to thank you for giving us this opportunity as University of Kabianga family to host various schools within the region to come and interact with us on what we do. We want to thank you for the journey mercies you granted unto them, and even the opportunity for them to be here. How we pray this afternoon that our interaction with them will create an impact which will make them to refocus their lives and even to achieve their academic dreams. We want to thank you for the University of Kabianga management and other staff members who are all here ready to impact the lives of these young ones. And so, Jehovah God, we commit ourselves that all the things that we are going to do will glorify your name. Even the exhibitors, as they'll be sharing with the students, Jehovah God, we pray for insight and they'll be able to reach them. For this is our humble prayer of faith. In Jesus' name we pray and give thanks. Amen. Be seated.
Thank you very much, the University Chaplain and Mr. Abong. This juncture, we want to invite the chairman of the committee, the Open Day Committee, Dr. G. Ongera, to make his remarks, and thereafter invite the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic and Student Affairs, Dr. Ongera.
Yeah, the Acting VC, Professor Koech, the DVC Academic and Student Affairs, Professor Mwanga, members of the academic staff, teachers, colleagues from the respective high school. Let me take this opportunity to welcome you to this fourth University of Kabianga Open Day. Yeah, this is usually an annual event where the university is open to the public, and especially our prospective students, they can come and interact with the members of university management and academic staff to see what generally University of Kabianga is offering. So with us, we have around 10 schools which have visited us, and some are on the way coming. So we have Kabianga High School is with us. Kabianga High School, you can, wherever you have. So they are our good neighbors and they have been partnering with us. We have Kipchimchim Boys High School. And then we have Marumbas High School. Wherever you have, you can raise up your hand. Kipsol Boys. Kipsol. Yeah, they are with us. There's Rolette Boys High School. Rolette, karibu sana. We have AIC Kakibei Girls High School. They are with us. There's Kakibei Boys High School. You can raise your hands, Kakibei. So the others, I understand they are there. There was a program which was going there with Dr. Anat, that's on career guidance specifically. There's Yamamul Boys. can raise up your hands wherever you are. Thank you. Welcome. Jepirat Boys High School. Yeah, I understand that they are there. Maybe somebody can request Dr. Amat to release them to come. Then Jepsion Mixed Day. Jepsion Mixed Day High School. Karibu sana. So welcome to the University of Kabianga. Feel at home and feel that you are our future students, especially the Form 4s. So we welcome you. Work hard. When they come next year, we will be sitting at the same place during the orientation program. So let me take this opportunity to invite the DVC academic and student affairs to make this remark. Thank you.
The Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of Administration and Finance, who is also the Acting Vice Chancellor, Professor good friend Eric Kwaech, the Deans of Schools and Directors who are present, the Dean of Students and the officials from that office, the registrars, heads of departments, the principals of schools who are here, led by the senior principal, Kipchimchim Boys, Mr. Mugunde. Thank you. The heads of sections present, the student leaders, all visiting students from the various schools, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. First, let me take this chance to thank the organizers of this very important day, Tamira and your team, for all the effort you have put in to make sure that this day is a success. We thank you. We also thank the various schools who have come to join us, and your teachers and your leaders. I know it takes effort, time, and organization to bring these students here. We want to appreciate that effort that you put in. And we give them a round of applause, please. I'll be brief so that we allow the Vice Chancellor to make his remarks. On behalf of the entire university fraternity, University of Kabianga fraternity, and on my behalf, I want to take this chance to welcome you all to the 4th University of Kabianga Open Day. The principals who are here, the parents, the students and teachers, we are proud to have you here during this event. Ladies and gentlemen, the University of Kabianga management has retained a slot in its management portfolio activities to ensure that we organize an academic open day year after year. And this event provides an opportunity for us as a university to interact directly with our prospective students and the parents and of course the other stakeholders. And we believe, therefore, that through this open day, we are able to make a statement of who we are and the quality service that we give to our stakeholders in the Republic of Kenya. We are ready to display the various merchandise and items that we are using to represent the quality education that we offer. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the only event that offers an opportunity for us to interact between the university and our stakeholders, especially you, the student, who are prospective customers. Indeed, we have many other opportunities, including having international conferences where we showcase our research output. We also have public lectures which are offered by international figures from within and outside the country. And we are a proud institution within this community because we are like a beacon of hope and light for the country and this particular place in this country. So as you go around touring the campus, I want to ask you to make sure that you review the various academic programs that we are offering so that you see where you fit in terms of your career, interests, and future endeavors. As you've been told, or you'll be told later on, we have 7 schools with various programs, almost 30 different programs offering various disciplines. So we want to ask you to carefully go through various programs that we are offering, understand them, so that when you live here, you already have an idea which particular course or career path that you want to follow. Please also tour the various places like the library. I'm sure you've been there, including the new library that will be ready for your use soon when you come here, the laboratory, the lecture rooms, and other places of interest. I want to welcome you most sincerely, and with those few remarks, it's now my duty and pleasure to welcome our Vice Chancellor to make his remarks. Thank you and most welcome.
The Deputy Vice Chancellor who has just been talking to you, who is in charge of academic and student affairs, and he is the one who organized for this function, Professor Elisha Omanga, and the Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of planning, research and development, you have been told, Professor Peter Njagi is on the way. And then we have the deans of schools, and I see some of the deans who are here. Dr. Peter Cheruiyot, the dean, you can stand, Peter. The Dean School of Dr. Peter Cheruiyot, the Dean School of Business and Economics. Makofi Kwanja. We have the Dean School of Education, Dr. Onzare, who does raise the hand. We have the director, the acting director of Patet, where you, Professor Nyangina, Makofi Kwake. Then we have the heads of the department, Dr. Kiblimo, who is the head of physical science, and the acting dean School of Science, I've been told, Makofi Kwake. You see, that's a lady, who is that? She's got a PhD, is acting dean, Makofi Kwake, Dr. Kiblimo. Then we have Dr. Kere, acting dean School of Agriculture. Dr. Kere is dean School of Agriculture. And we have Bonjour, you are also, yeah. And then we have the Margaret Kudat from the library, she's the acting librarian for this day. We have the registrar, Mr. Kibrono, the PRO, Mr. Lanat, who is in the office of the Vice Chancellor. And we have Ken from the office of the Vice Chancellor. We have Milan from the School of Education. And then we have Sam, who is in charge of admission. I was still trying to do the salutation, the Dean of Students, the registrars, heads of departments are mentioned, the student leaders, we have our own students around, and the staff of the University of Kabianga, and then our the principals of various schools. We are led by the principal of Kipchunjin, who has been shown to you, and we have other principals and teachers. Our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Are you happy to be at the University of Kabianga? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, before I read the speech from the Vice Chancellor, Professor Wilson Kidmiano, who is away on an official duty, before I read this speech, I would like to make some few remarks. Will you allow me to make some few remarks? It is my pleasure, on behalf of the University of Kabianga, to welcome all of you. Can we give a clap to all our students from various schools? Now, before you leave this campus in the evening, I would like to encourage you to remember at least 10 facts about the University of Kabianga. The first one is that this university is called University of Kabianga. It is not Kabianga, university. It is called what? The University of Kabianga. And there are only 4 universities in Kenya whose names start with a university. University of Nairobi, University of Embu, and University of Eldoret, and University of Kabianga. So remember that one. The other fact which you must remember is that this is the only university, apart from Karatina University, that has got what? Tea plantation within the university. You have seen the tea. That is the only university, apart from Karatina. The third fact is that this university has got good communication network. Apart from the internet, the fiber network, we have good road network. It is tarmac, isn't it? And from here, if you go through Kablong, you can get to Nairobi. And if you go through Sautik, you can get to South Nyanza. And if you go to Sondu, you can get to Lake Victoria and Rusinga Highland. And if you go through Kapsoit, you can get to where? Lodwar, and you can get to West Pokot and Eldoret International Airport. And through Kericho, you can get to where? To Central and Eastern Kenya and Jomo Kenyatta. So we have a good road network. That is fact number 3. Number 4 is that this university has got a good word, a serene environment. You have seen the environment, eh? It is a very beautiful environment, and we have a diverse group of what? Flora and fauna. If you look across there, you have what? Beautiful scenery. And we have so many rivers that bypass Kabianga. Which is that school? That's Jebila Boys. So we are saying the University of Kabianga has got what? A unique environment, a beautiful environment. I hope you appreciate the environment. Are you appreciating? Thank you. Fact number 4 is that the University of Kabianga is sandwiched with a conglomeration of what? Institutions. We have how many institutions? So many of them. We have Kabianga High School. Kabianga High School. Kabianga School is very close here. Kabianga School. Then we have Kabianga Girls High School. We have Kabianga Primary School. We have Kabianga Tea Farm. We have Kabianga School Farm. We have Kabianga Dairy. And we have Kabianga Tea Factory, apart from Kamaso High School, and we have also Kapchebe Tea Factory and many other institutions. That is fact number 6. The other fact, ladies and gentlemen, is that we have very good environment for learning. You can train very well here, you can do your research. Good afternoon. And it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the 4th University of Kabianga Open Day. This is one of the most important days in the University of Kabianga calendar. This Open Day is generally arranged to enable students, parents and teachers who are invited to spend a day in the University of Kabianga, attending events, and a chance for you to learn much more about our university, including the wide variety of degree programs available, what our campus has to offer, as well as being able to meet with staff and students of this university. The Vice Chancellor continues to say I hope you are listening. To all of you visiting students and teachers, I do hope you will be inspired. You will be inspired and excited by this event. And I trust that your experience here today will make it clear that studying at the University of Kabianga will give you the best chance of lifelong success. Ladies and gentlemen, says, I encourage all of you to gather as much information as possible and to interact with the staff who are here and others are somewhere there, and let them get to know you. It is difficult, especially for high school students, to be certain about their career aspirations. All our academic programs are of high quality and lead to fulfilling careers. Ladies and gentlemen, the VC says in the last 3 years, during open days, faculty staff have interacted with prospective students and the public at large, sharing the university's academic programs, research outputs, and services. Since its inception, the University of Kabianga has contributed to social, economic, and political development of Kenya. It is therefore my honor and pleasure to welcome all of you to the auspicious occasion of this year's University of Kabianga Open Day. I now declare this Open Day officially launched. Thank you.
Let me take this opportunity once more to thank the acting VC for accepting our invitation to come and officially launch this year's Open Day.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, our potential students. How is everyone? Are you enjoying your stay in the University of Kabianga? Okay, so as you have been told, my name is Dr. Joyce Kiplimo. I'm the acting Dean, School of Science and Technology. In the School of Science and Technology, we have 6 departments. And the departments are as follows. We have Department of Physical Sciences. This department offers mainly chemistry and physics. Then the Department of Biological Sciences, I will give you the courses later. And then we have the Department of Mathematics and Computer Science. We have 3 other departments which are in Kapkatet campus. I hope you have been told that we have a campus in Kapkatet. Now, Kapkatet campus, we have Department of Nursing, Department of Clinical Medicine, and Department of Environmental Health. So those of you who want to be nurses, those of you who want to be clinical medicine, medics, you will find these courses in School of Science. So we have Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and you can all qualify. I can see you are all bright students. You all qualify to do courses in the university, and that is why you are here today. Now, just in case you miss to be admitted under COOPS and you have a mean grade of C+, you can get a course in the university. So for those who want to do BSc in nursing and you do not get COOPS, so just in case you miss the COOPS, which we do not determine at this time, you will be given next year when you will have done your exam. You will be given the cut-off points. And if you have a C+ and you really want to do nursing, and your parents can afford to bring you under parallel course, so the minimum entry for BSc in nursing is a C+, but you must pass in mathematics, English, Kiswahili, chemistry, and biology.
Thank you, Dean. That is for giving the informative remarks regarding the School of Science. I invite the Dean School of Education to give his remarks regarding the courses of which they offer in the School of Education.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ongera, for this chance. My name is Dr. Unsare Paul, Dean School of Education, and I would like to welcome all of you to get this particular information, particularly for those who are interested to become future teachers. Now, in School of Education, we have 4 programs. We have Bachelor of Education in Arts, and we have Bachelor of Education in Science. We also have Bachelor of Education with Guidance and Counseling. And then lastly, we have Bachelor of Education in Early Childhood and Primary Education. So the first program, Bachelor of Education in Arts, specifically we train teachers who handle languages and arts subjects. Languages include English, Kiswahili, and we also have art subjects, history, geography, religion, and religion. Bachelor of Education Science, we train teachers who teach subjects like maths, chemistry, physics, and biology. And Bachelor of Education with Guidance and Counseling, you can do arts subjects or science subjects, and in addition, we offer some courses in guidance and counseling. For you to qualify for a Bachelor of Education degree at your Form 4, you need to score a mean grade of C+. And then you must also have a C+ in any 2 of your teaching subjects. So if you want to be a teacher of English and literature, you must have scored a C+ in English at your high school.
So allow me to invite now the Dean, School of Arts and Social Science, Professor Isa Mamsande, to come and enlighten us on the programs in the school.
Katika shule yetu, kama tulivyosema, ni shule ya sanaa na sayansi za jamii, na katika shule hii tuna majukumu mbalimbali ambayo tumepewa na chuo. Mojawapo katika majukumu hayo ni kutoa huduma kwa shule nyinginezo. Na shule mojawapo ambayo tunaipatia huduma kama hizo ni shule ya ualimu, School of Education. Kwa hivyo hawa wanafundisha walimu, lakini sisi jukumu letu ni kufunza yale masomo ambayo yatawawezesha nyinyi kuwa walimu wa masomo kama vile historia, jiografia, Kiswahili na fasihi yake, fasihi ya Kizungu na vile vile somo lenyewe la Kiingereza na masomo mengineyo. Kwa hivyo wale wanafunzi ambao wako katika shule ya ualimu wanafunzwa kutoka shule yetu, shule ya sanaa. Tumeelewana hapo? Kwa hivyo ukija chuoni hapa na uambiwe kwamba unachukua shahada ya ualimu ya masomo yale ya arts, sasa itakuwa mbali na kusoma shule ya Daktari Onsare aliyemaliza kuzungumza hapa, utakuwa pia unakuja kwetu na utachukua masomo mawili ambayo utayafundisha katika sekondari. Kwa hivyo unaweza kuwa mwalimu wa dini labda na historia, dini na Kiswahili, Kiswahili na jiografia, jiografia na somo jingine la pili. Na hayo masomo utayachukua kutoka shule yetu. Kwa hivyo hiyo kwa muhtasari ndio huduma tunayotoa kwa wenzetu wale wa shule ya ualimu. Lakini mbali na hayo, tuna mitalaa yetu maalum. Tuna kozi zetu kama walimu au kama shule ya sanaa na sayansi za jamii. Katika mitalaa tulionayo, tuna mitalaa kama vile kiwango cha uzamifu, yaani PhD, tunatoa PhD Kiswahili, PhD Literature. Na katika kiwango cha uzamili, yaani masters, tuna masters ya Kiswahili, masters literature, masters in communication studies. Kwa hivyo na hivi sasa pia tuna somo la masters katika mafunzo ya dini na vile vile filosofia. Katika kiwango cha bachelors tuna kozi zetu 2 na tumepitisha ya 3 hivi karibuni, na labda mwakani, yani next year, we'll roll out that program. But for now we offer Bachelor of Science Communication and Public Relations, yani somo au kozi ya mawasiliano na vile vile mahusiano bora, Communication and Public Relations. Katika somo hili tunawafundisha wanafunzi namna ya kuwasiliana, na mbali na hayo pia waweze kuhudumia au kujifunza taaluma hii kama anayofanya kijana huyu aliye mbele yangu. Huyu ni mwanafunzi wa hiyo shule, na nafikiri mkienda kwenye lile hema letu tutaweza kuwaonyesha what these students have learned over the past 1, 2, 3 up to the 4th year they are in. Kwa hivyo hili ni somo ambalo linakuwezesha wewe uweze kuingia katika taaluma hizi za mawasiliano, vituo vile vya televisheni, vya redio, na pia katika makampuni mbalimbali. Tunahitaji pia the public relations officer, wale maafisa wa mahusiano bora ambao wanapatikana katika mashirika mbalimbali. Mbali na hayo pia tuna kozi ya Bachelor of Arts Public Administration. Kwa hivyo masuala yale ya utawala, tunajua kwamba kwa sasa serikali yetu ya Kenya, mbali na ile serikali kuu, tuna serikali nyingine nyingi 47 za ugatuzi. Kwa hivyo serikali zile zinahitaji watu ambao wanaweza kutoa huduma nzuri, na hayo ndio tunayowafundisha wanafunzi wetu katika kozi hiyo, BA Public Administration. Sasa je, unahitaji nini? What is it that you need to qualify for these programs? So for Communication and Public Relations, all we need is that minimum C+ plus a C+ in any language. Na vile vile katika BA Public Administration, all you need is a C+. Then you qualify to enter this particular course. Kwa hivyo kwa muhtasari, hayo ndio masomo yetu mawili, lakini pia tuna stashahada ama diploma which we offer, na tuna diploma takriban 4: diploma in criminology and criminal justice, diploma in devolved government, diploma in community development. Kwa hivyo hizo ndio diploma 3 tulizo nazo, na pia tuna diploma ya 4 communication studies. Kwa hivyo ukiwa na C+, C-, you can come and apply and join any of these programs in our school, the diploma programs. So apart from the diploma programs, we also offer language courses. Kwa hivyo mkienda pale mtakuta watu wanazungumza Kifaransa na wanazungumza pia Kichina. So we teach those languages, Chinese and also French. But above all that, if you join the Bachelor of Science Communication and Public Relations, then it is a must for this particular student to learn at least 1 foreign language apart from the Kiswahili and English, you know. So you will be learning either French or Chinese in those programs.
Asante sana Profesa kwa hayo machache. So naomba kumuita Dr. Kere, who is the acting dean School of Agriculture. At least you can come and make some presentation.
Good afternoon. At the School of Agriculture and Biotechnology, we have got 8 programs. We have got graduate programs and undergraduate programs as well as diploma programs. The graduate programs will be relevant to your teachers and relatives. We have the following graduate programs. One, we have got PhD in Agricultural Extension and Innovation. It's a fairly young course, but the class has started. What we need, you only need to have a master's degree in agriculture-related discipline from a recognized university. The mode of study is part-time and it's carried out in our town campus, that is in Kericho town. We have two master's programs. The first one is MSc Agricultural Economics and Resource Management, where we require only second class degree upper division in agrarian-related subject, discipline or a second class lower division with experience of 2 years. We also have MSc in Agricultural Extension. The requirements are the same. Then for you, the undergraduate courses, we have got the first one, BSc in Agriculture, where we require a C+ in KCSE, middle grade, a C in either Kiswahili or English, a B- in biology or biological sciences, or a diploma in a graduate-related discipline, but this one should be NEC. The next program is BSc in Horticulture. The end requirements are the same. Then the third one is BSc in Agriculture Education and Extension. Here we'll take some time to explain. Here we are training two professionals. We are training teachers who are going to teach agriculture and biology at high school and colleges such as Bukura. And also we are training extension professionals that will work with the farmers and other change agents. So the mid grade at KCSE should be C+, a C in English or Kiswahili, a C+ in physics or chemistry, and a C in biology or agriculture. We also admit those who have diploma in agriculture or related discipline. The fourth undergraduate course we have is BSc Agricultural Economics and Resource Management, where the middle grade, the middle grade at KCSE is a minimum of C+, a C in biology or agriculture, then a C in English or Kiswahili. For the diploma course, we have diploma in Economics and Resource Management, where we require a mini grade of C- at KCSE, C- in either the languages, and C- in maths or physics, or a D+ in business studies, accounting, economics, and commerce. So you should take this one very clearly. For those who hate agriculture, here we are not training farmers. We are not training farmers. We are training experts that are going to improve livelihoods while protecting the environment at the same time. So what are the career prospects if you graduate from the School of Agriculture and Biotechnology? I'll list them very quickly. I've mentioned that we train teachers that are going to teach agriculture and biology at high school, or those who are going to teach agriculture at tertiary colleges. We are also training professionals that will join the public service, both at county and national levels. For your information, the public service is the greatest employer of our graduates. Don't clog education. This work at the public service. We will also join agencies involved in livelihood improvements, normally called NGOs, such as World Vision, Care Kenya, Plan International, and others. The parastatals, such as TRI, CALRO, NCPB, including universities, are also potential employers. You can also join international organizations that pay salary in terms of hard currencies, dollars, ICIPE, ILRI, World Food Program, FAO. You can join financial institutions, our banks, KCB, Cooperative, name them. They have got huge appetite for our graduates. Those who are interested in research, you can join various research organizations. Finally, you must understand that for any country to develop, for any situation to take place, back from the agrarian revolution, you must embrace agriculture. Thank you and welcome to the School of Agriculture and Biotechnology.
Yeah, thank you, Dean. So the next presenter is the Dean, School of Information Science and Knowledge Management, Dr. Alison P. Please welcome.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the University of Kabianga, and more specifically, welcome to the School of Information Sciences and Knowledge Management. The School of Information Sciences and Knowledge Management is one of the youngest schools at this university. We do not take pride that our school is the youngest, but we take pride in the fact that it is one of the the best and the fastest growing community of scholars at this university. Our school trains human resource in the area of information sciences and knowledge management. We know that today's economy relies on availability, access to, and dissemination, as well as sharing and use of knowledge. So we train people who will manage knowledge in various organizations. What do you require to be able to take courses in our school? At the moment, we have one course, and the course is Bachelor of Science in Information Sciences and Knowledge Management. And to be able to join this program, you require to have a minimum of a C+ in KCSE. You also require to have at least a C, or a minimum of a C in English or Kiswahili, in mathematics or physics or computer studies in Form 4. Holders of diploma may also join our program, but I want to focus on you who are fresh from high school. You need to pass in the subjects that I've mentioned. You may have noticed that a subject that cuts across all the programs, almost all the programs that we have mentioned here, or that have been mentioned by my colleagues, is mathematics. You have to pass mathematics. You also have to pass in English. So this program trains people in the first 2 years of study in about 5 disciplines, namely library and information studies, information and communication technology, publishing and media studies, and archives and records management. We also have, cutting across those 4 disciplines, we have knowledge management. So we teach from first year to 4th year knowledge management, cutting across all those areas of specialization. And in the final, in the 2 years, in 3rd year and 4th year, you specialize in 1 of the 4 areas: archives and records management, information and communication technology, publishing and media studies, or library and information studies. What do you do when you complete this program? After going through the 4 years, you may find work, or you will find work in public and private organizations, organizing knowledge for people in that sector. You may also find work advising on effective and efficient development and implementation of information systems, systems that use computer-based technologies. You may also find work developing knowledge management strategies for organizations. And you may find work in positions of leadership in organizations, including in banks, in hospitals, in schools, in universities, in research organizations, in publishing firms, in media houses, and in information consultancies. I would want to mention some of the people who have gone through our program. If you've been listening to BBC, you may have heard of reporters like or correspondents like Ann Soy. Ann Soy is a product of a program like this in the mother university that was mentioned earlier, Moi University. You may have heard of people like Raburu. Alex Chamwada of Chams Media is a product of a program like this. So if you want to follow in their footsteps and even to work in university libraries like ours here, like University Library Kenyatta, Nairobi, and other libraries, including even public, you need to choose and pursue a program like ours, or this program at the University of Kabianga. With those few remarks, I want to welcome you to the School of Information Sciences and Knowledge Management. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Dr. for those remarks regarding the information systems and knowledge management. So allow me at this point to invite Dr. Peter Jeriot from School of Business and Economics.
Good afternoon. Afternoon once again. Yeah, as Dr. has said, that is my name. My name is Dr. Jeriot Peter Kimutai, Dean School of Business and Economics. In this school, we have 5 undergraduate programs. And in these 5 undergraduate programs, you also have the options inside. I'll tell you. The first program that we have is Business Management, that is Bachelor of Business Management. In this program, we have options like finance and banking. We also have options like accounting. We have business information systems. We have purchasing and supplies, and many others. We have about 10 options in all this. So how you get the options is actually you first have to come. The first 2 years, we normally teach what we call foundational management courses. Because remember, the course is business management. And therefore, you should first get those grounds on how to manage your business. In other words, what are we saying? We're saying that once you go through our program, I know in most cases, we train people to go and look for jobs. But in the School of Business, what we emphasize so much is actually you going out there and start your own business. And you see the business growing year in, year out. And then also you become a job what? A job creator. Those things are possible when you come to the School of Business and Economics. Okay? Then the second program that we have there is Bachelor of Science in Human Resource Management. I think most of the deans that have stood here, they have talked of what we call human capital or human resource, and that is what we really deal with from first year all the way to the 4th year. That is what we call undergraduate. In that way, you are taught on how, or you are taught on how to handle human resource management in order to actually capitalize or maximize on the production of human resource in combination with other factors of production. Okay? So the third one that we have also there is Bachelor of Tourism Management. Bachelor of Tourism Management actually deals with many things in this country, especially things to do with the wildlife, And in that also, we train you to go and also start your own business in a business that is related to tourism. And you know that our country actually is one of the leading tourist destinations in the world. If you've been following it keenly, you realize that actually last year, it is that department that actually brought in the highest proportion of GDP to this country. And therefore, that's a very, very good program. And we normally encourage students that once you are in this program, come, sit, learn, and you'll actually get out of the program a different person, a person who can see things in a different perspective, in a way that in tourism also, that is business. You know, sometimes people think that in tourism there is no one, it's no business, but in tourism there is a lot of business. Okay, and then the fourth program that we have is what we call hotel and hospitality management. This is now dealing with the big hotels that you can imagine globally, not only local, not only in Kenya, but even elsewhere in the world. You can work there once you go through our program. And again, these days I know that you've seen that when you organize those small ceremonies at home, people these days don't want to cook, isn't it? Am I right? Yes, so what do? They do what we call outside what? Catering, very good. And this is the area that you can actually get that. If you get time, just go through there, you'll see very good things that they have actually done. They're just in one of the stands there. They have very good food that they can actually make, and also how to deliver that service. Not only how to cook, but also how to deliver it in a way that is actually professional. Now, the fifth one is Bachelor of Arts in Economics. This is an area also that we require in this country. If you actually been following news also, you realize that actually we run short of economists. Okay? And those are the pillars actually when it comes to analysis of the GDP or gross domestic product in the country, total production in the country. I know sometimes you think that it cannot be done, but it can be done. Once you just go through this program, you will get to know how to actually estimate that gross domestic product, and in that way also you'll be able to analyze the trends and the direction of the economy as a whole. Okay? It's still in this one of BA Economics. I know we sometimes get money, or we have money, you have pocket money, you have any other money that you have. And really, do you know how that money reaches you? Might not know, isn't it? But once you go through this program, you will actually get to know how that money drops down all the way to you. You also only know that money is found in the central bank, isn't it? Yes, the central bank issues the money. But how can it come all the way to where you are? This is what you get as you complete that program. Now, we also have postgraduate programs. We have a PhD in business administration that also has five options. We also have Master of Business Administration. That one has what we call 10 options. And we also have another one called Master of Business Management. That is similar to Master of Business Administration. Okay? So in this is now building on our undergraduate programs. You people, you are now ready, almost ready to come and actually start undergraduate. Then from there now, you can escalate, move to your master's, then you move to the PhD. Meaning you can come here and complete your studies at the level of a doctor. And you can actually go teach wherever you want to teach. You can also join any organization in this country, so long as you have those papers. Now, we also have diploma programs. We have diploma in business management. We have diploma in hotel and hospitality restaurant management. We also have diploma in human resource management. Those are now programs that can build into our degree programs. What do I mean by building into that? Saying that if you don't join to the university direct, and even not only you, but now talking of those people who are or who cleared, and maybe they were not placed to be able to join university direct. That is not the end of their career. They can come start with a diploma. If those people have a C- in their main grade, in their KCSE, and then they have a D+ in mathematics, then they can join any of our programs in undergraduate. Then again, we have another program that is called Certificate in Business Management. Now, this is the lowest level, and from there now you can climb up. And we have so many people that have actually started from there, okay, and move all the way to the level of doctorate that I've talked about. Now, the mean grade for all our programs is what? You have to attain a C+ minimum in your mean grade, and then you have also to get a C, at least a C in mathematics, English, or Kiswahili. Okay, that is for the bachelor's. And then for the diploma, we require a C- and then a D+ in mathematics. Okay? But for hotel, restaurant management, that one, we don't require mathematics. So if someone is weak in mathematics, you can actually come into that diploma. Then from there, that diploma can open ways for you up there in other programs, business-related programs. So with those few remarks, I want to say that you're welcome to the School of Business and Economics. Come, that is where actually innovation begins. I know School of Science can talk of innovation, but even us can talk of innovation on human resource management.
Thank you, Dr. Jeliot. So at this point, I will just invite Mr. Sang to come us and give a presentation on a very important item, that's COOPS placement, inter-university transfer, inter-school transfer, and the funding for university students. So welcome, Mr. Sang.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon once more. Okay, welcome to the University of Kabianga. I hope you are now satisfied with the presentation so far made. I am Mr. Sang, and I work with the admissions department. Now, mine is to give a brief presentation on admission requirements. What are you supposed to, how do you get admitted to this university? And as the deans have said, first, you can be admitted in either as a government-sponsored student or a privately sponsored student. At the moment, anybody who qualifies with a mean grade of C+, the Kenya Universities and Colleges Central Placement Service, what they popularly call COOPS, will place you to a university of your choice, depending on your qualifications of the courses you have chosen. So that is one way you can come to this university. Number two, you can come as a privately sponsored student. For now, we don't have, because we have been told that anybody with a C+ at the moment. So anybody C what? C plain and below, you can come in diploma courses. Now, if you come as a privately sponsored student, you need to come and fill a form for an application here, and you come with your requirements, your national ID or birth certificate, and then you will need your KCSE resource slip or the certificate. And you can become a regular student. You can stay with the others throughout the semester. Sometimes you can also be allowed to come as a part-time student. This one will affect even your teachers who are here. Popularly it was called school-based for those who are teachers, but these days we call it part-time. So you can still come and learn over the holidays. We also have evening classes for postgraduate students. Now, you have been told this university offers courses in various levels, from PhD, master's, degree, diploma, and certificate. So all of us qualify to be part of our students. Now, for those of us who become as government-sponsored students, we now go to that issue of COOPS, Kenya's Universities and Colleges Central Placement Service. Now, this is where you get when you have a C+ at the moment, but that is not enough for you. That is not a comfort zone. It is for you students, because we don't know what might happen next year. So it was C plus this year, those who qualified last year and before. Going forward, we might have what? A B minus and above. So you work for more than a C plus, so that you join the group of government-sponsored students. Now, when you are choosing your courses, I'm now addressing you students, when you are choosing your courses, you choose them wisely, depending on your strengths. Alright? And the first choice must be a course which you know very well. You are going to be what? Given a place in a given university. So you choose a course very well, and also a university which you know, most likely I will join that university. Of course, we encourage you to choose courses which you have been told in the University of Kabianga. One advantage here is that when you are a government-sponsored student, the government will what? Sponsor you partly. Most of your fees will be paid by the what? Government. And then apart from that fee paid by the government will also give you a loan in form of what? Help. Higher education loans board. So most likely, most of you will not be paying a lot of money when you are a government-sponsored student. So let's all of us try to be what? Government-sponsored student. And I'm saying work for a B minus this time. We don't know what can happen. Okay? So don't say, as long as I have a C plus, this is it. And you have been told the requirements for various courses. These days, mathematics and languages, be very careful. You have been told if you want to become a teacher, don't get anything less than a D plus in maths or a C less than a C minor, C plain in what? In English. So be very careful with those things. Now another issue is about inter-university transfer. At times you have chosen a university and you have chosen your university and you are placed in another university which is not of your choice. And you like to change to a different university. And in this case, preferably our university, okay? University of Kabianga. What do? Now, you will wait until you are given an admission letter to that university. So first of all, when you are choosing those courses and you are giving out your which the groups can communicate to you, don't give a number which belongs to anybody you don't know, or a number which is not registered. It's always good to give a phone number to groups, either which most preferably belong to your parents, because number will be used. Once you are placed, the university will send you an admission letter using that phone number. So always the phone number you are using, don't take any phone number from anybody else. It should be a phone number from your parents. Maybe even not school, because maybe you are far from that school, and the admission letter will go to that person. So please take care of that. Now, once you get an admission letter and you want to change to another university because of various reasons, then there is always time which you are given, a time limit by the groups to go and change your university. It's called online inter-university transfer. It's normally 21 days, so you have to be very careful in that period so that you are made yourself go and make those changes online. And it is very simple, you just pay 1,000 to change to a different university. That is before you go and study in that university. And if you are late, in case you are late because of one or two reasons, then we have what we call a way in which you can come and do it physically. You will come to the university which you like to join to, and then you are given a format to write a letter to COPS through the two universities. The one which you have been placed and the one which you want to join. Normally you are given a structure on how to write it, and then you write if those two universities will approve the transfer to and from, then it will be very easy for you for COPS to accept. And then you'll be given what we call approval letter to join a new university. That is in case you don't want to join that university which you have been given. Now, after admission to a university, and you feel that you don't want to join to do the course which you have been offered, because at times COPS can give you a course which you may not like, then in this university we have a room. 3 weeks after admission to this university, we have a room period which we call it a departmental inter-faculty transfer window. You are allowed to change to a course which you like. Alright? Now, the factors which can make you qualify are as follows. Number one, your cluster points must meet the minimum requirements and also the cutoff points. So that's why I'm saying work all the subjects to make sure that you are very smart in all subjects, so that if you want to change, you are in a position to work, to qualify. That's how. Another factor is that it depends on the capacity. If the capacity is full, for example, you want to join nursing and they already have a full capacity, then you may not work. You may not qualify. You are qualified, but you are disqualified because of the what? No chance. That is, the capacity is full. And also another thing is time limit. You are supposed to do that transfer within a given period of time. So you can see we are very flexible in this university. You can always come and join the course of your choice. Now, in case you cannot join the university or this university at a given time because of reasons, we'll give you what we call deferment period. Once you have received that admission letter and you cannot come because you are incapacitated in one way or another, maybe you don't have funding, or maybe you are sick, or there is another reason we cannot allow you to join us at that given time which you are supposed to come, then we shall give you what we call a deferment period. So you come here, you fill a deferment form, which is 1 year, and then it is you can in that 1 year you can also have another 1 year renewable. It is only renewable once, so it is 2 years. You can be away 2 years maximum because of various reasons. So you can see we are also very flexible there. In case you cannot come, we shall reserve your position for a maximum of what? 2 years. If you have several reasons, you can. Once you are also here and you have studied for some time and anything comes which incapacitates you or which forces you not to study, we shall also give you the same treatment. We can give that deferment period for 2 years. You can stay away. Or maybe you want to do another course or something elsewhere. I've seen some people go to armed forces or go to other countries to study a given course of 1 or 2 reasons they are out of the country. We shall give you those 2 years to go and do what you want to go and do outside there, and then later you will come and continue with your studies. Lastly, I want to talk about stay status. It's second to last. Here, you can come as a resident. You can see those hostels there. We have hostels. There are not so many for ladies and gentlemen. In case you not get a room here, or in case you want to stay outside because of reasons best known to you, we allow you to be a non-resident. We have so many rooms outside there where you can go and stay. So we are also flexible there in case you don't want to stay here, but it is preferable that all first years should stay here, learn the environment proper before you go out. But in case of any reason we can force you to stay, not to stay within, you can become a non-resident, and you'll be exempted from paying the fees for the hostels. But we always want first years to be here. Now the issue of payment. How can you pay here? You can pay using your own money, that is your parents' money. That is always the way out. Help also can help you to pay your fees, higher education loans board, and then you make payments later.
So allow me to invite Pastor Bongo to make a presentation on campus life.
Wazimu. Hiyo ni lugha tunalea, tuna Kabianga school. The deans present, visiting teachers and schools, boys and girls, our students, good afternoon. My name is Samson Abon, and I work for University of Kabianga in the office of the Dean of Students. In the Dean of Students office, this is where we provide home away from home. This is where we take care of the social, psychosocial welfare of the students. This office of the Dean of Students provides non-academic services that enhances learning. When the welfare of a learner or of a student is not taken care of, even if a professor teaches, the student will not concentrate. For the psychological stability will not be there. Their psychological equilibrium will not be balancing. And so, the office of Dean of Students, which basically deals with campus life, enhances learning. As we strive to achieve our core mandates, which is basically training, research, and extension services, the Office of the Dean of Students, together with the staff there, create a learning environment where students can discover who they are, not only in co-curriculum activities, but even with other creative events. So the office facilitates number of events. Before, activities that are being done outside classroom or lecture halls were being called extracurricular. But today they are called co-curricular because they go hand in hand. They go hand in hand to ensure that the students actually achieve or is well nurtured and developed holistically. So we develop students in settings that the area of residence is taken care of. You look across, you see residential places, those are the hostels. There's the aspect of career preparation, the office houses, the officer who deals with career and placement. Then there's the community care, whereby we care for you for the students. At the same time, we offer extension services like outreaches. Kabianga School knows this. We have a team of students that comes to your school and they help in a number of ways, especially one is CU services, and that is an extension services, amongst others. We've had a number of students through University of Kabianga Student Teachers Association who have visited a number of our schools. That is an extension service as we do mentorship for you. Apart from that, we also have student leadership, and in student leadership, we nurture various leaders. Once we realize that the students with the leadership ability, we nurture them through clubs and societies, and even through student governing council. In fact, tomorrow, we have an election for the student president here. The election has been ongoing. We finished with the electoral college, and tomorrow we'll be electing student president and executive, which is equal to head boy and other prefects, as you refer them in the high school. The office also ensure on the issue of internship. We do some local internships around. My predecessor, the person who just spoke before me, talked about a work study program. The work study program is a apprentice program whereby students are attached to various departments related to courses they are taking, and in the process they do some work there under the supervision of qualified personnel to nurture them, and then in turn they are given some token of money for upkeep. So there's that student jobs. We also do campus recreation. We have various games. When you will visit the stand for the Dean of Students, you will see a number of recreational activities that we have. As we talk, we are preparing a team to go to Kilifi, Pwani University, for Drama National Festivals. This is an aspect of recreation. We have music, we always participate. We have various games like soccer, and even on the 31st, we want also to invite you officially. We'll be hosting a cross country. Wale wanaweza kukimbia wapi kwa lazima mkono juu? Haya. Mnakaribishwa on 31st this month. It will be a Sunday. We'll be hosting a cross country, and there are a number of awards. And so you are welcome. We have intramurals, whereby we have inter-school games and inter-dormitories or inter-houses and inter-campuses where students operate, or rather get involved in various sports. we have counseling services. We know as learners grow and learn, there are challenges they go through. They face a number of challenges, be it academic, be it social, be it trauma or rather bereavement. We offer various counseling services where we support our students to ensure that their learning exercise goes smooth, because some of these challenges that comes might hinder and make the students stay longer. And so as an office, we ensure that the students who are going through some psychological challenges are identified. And this can be either identified through peer educators, peer counselors, and even referrals from the health clinic, at the same time from various departments or lecturers who take them through various courses. And sometimes there are those who come voluntarily. And so we offer the counseling service, and this varies from spiritual, social, psychological, and relational. We ensure that they grow holistically, so that if he's a gentleman, he grows up to be a responsible husband. In fact, at the university level, we allow students to relate, and to relate responsibly, because it is at this point where they can even get a potential husband and a potential wife. And so, Siokama High School, yeah, that is campus life. Here, we have rules and regulations, yes, but they're above 18. And so, because they're above 18, we mentor them, we nurture them. As we talk, I have quite a number of couples, those who are in a relationship, that I'm nurturing. And one day I hope they'll invite me for their wedding when the time comes. So don't go back to school and ask your chaplain to start helping you nurture a relationship. You are not yet there. So the Office of the Dean of Students seeks to enhance the mission of the university by partnering with educational leaders and traditional students in common goal of developing mature and discerning men and women who seek to impact the society. And that is basically what I've just mentioned. We have a mentorship program that covers 4 pillars. We have the academic pillar that is basically being done by the academic staff. But at the same time, whenever student comes and they are juggling between which course to take, they get to our office and we advise them accordingly as they liaise with various schools. Because sometimes you might have been invited to join a course which you feel you are not able. My colleague talked about interfaculty transfer. We come in handy as an office to advise together in liaison with the school or department on how to help you, so long as you qualify and you have the right cluster. So we have the academic mentorship. We also have the social mentorship, and that is where I talked about nurturing those who are in a relationship. There are those who are facing lots of challenges and they have various talents. We nurture them. We have quite a number of upcoming artists or musicians. We give them the opportunity. In fact, last 2 weeks ago, we had a cultural week, and those who have those skills were able to perform either through DJing, MCing, and then even live performance, where they were able to do that. As we do this, we nurture their talents and skills, and that is social mentorship. There is also career mentorship, which I'm just going to talk about it as I come to a landing. The aspect on how to get into your career path without getting involved in something that you don't enjoy. Most of the times, we find ourselves being guided, of course it's good, by our parents telling us what to do. Because he's a doctor, a medical doctor, he wants you to be a doctor. And in real sense, you do not have the ability to be a doctor, or you don't have the passion of being a doctor, or because he's a lawyer, he's insisting that you have to be a lawyer. And sometimes we find ourselves getting into those career paths without that being self-driven. And so it is very, very important that you understand that the Office of the Dean of Students try to create a just and a caring community that will enhance traditional students' awareness of personal calling and allow students to grow academically, socially, emotionally, and spiritually in shifting and multifaceted society. We face lots of challenges. There's so quite a lot of emerging issues in the society. The Office of the Dean of Students stands in handy to deal with some of these. We have the spiritual mentorship, whereby we have various groups and they worship every Sunday. Now, the key to greater career choices is very, very important and so dear to us as a department. And so as we see you as young people who are striving to get to know who they are, the first question I may want to impose as I come close to landing is, have you ever gone out to run errands and lost your key? Maybe you are in the field playing soccer and in the process you misplaced your key. How does it feel? If you have, you probably remember that feeling of panic that washed over you as you asked yourself, how will I get to my box? How will I access my locker? How will I get to what I need? You looked everywhere, retracing each step you took through the day. Still no keys are found. So you decide to call a friend or an artisan, school artisan to come and break your box. But reaching to your pocket later, you discover that you had the key all along. How do you feel about that? Right there in your own pocket. You thought to yourself, oh, thank God I've gotten it, but should I have looked here in the first place? The same panic you felt when you lost your key, it's like the feeling many of us experience as we look for fulfilling career. Because you have it right with you, but you're looking it far away from you. Looking it in other people, but it is right there in you. We search all around for the perfect job, for perfect career, asking friends and family for advice, pouring the latest list of hot jobs and emerging career fields, and reading hundreds of job postings and books relating to career. Ironically though, we sometimes overlook the most important place to begin our search for satisfying career option within yourself. For you to get into your career, the first thing that you need to do, know yourself. Knowing yourself will make you get to discover the innate abilities you have. I quote somebody by the name Howard Figland, a renowned author and a career services professional, said this: choosing a career is giving yourself permission to be who you are, against competing forces. Great career choices begin with self-knowledge. Whether you're a student engaged in college, high school, or your career planning, but a season of career professional career, start with self-awareness is the key to good career decision. Knowing yourself. Do you know yourself? Do you know your abilities? Do you know what you want? Do you know what you are able to be? That is the first part. So self-knowledge can be defined as having a clear and accurate perception of who you are, including your strengths, abilities, character, feelings, and motivations. So it is very, very important. As you get to discover yourself, ask yourself, who am I? Who am I like others? How am I different from others? How special am I? So, 6 key self-knowledge of discovering yourself. Number 1, goals. What do I want to do? Define your goals. Make them clear. Get to know that they are. Number 2, aptitudes. What are my strengths? Aptitudes are objectively measured natural talents. They reveal a person's potential to acquire the skills needed to perform various tasks competently. Attitude stabilizes around your age, especially the teenage age, and remain relatively across stable region of your lifespan. So, get to know what are my strengths, what are my innate skills and ability. Do I enjoy practical or technical work, or I am a person who can just come with great ideas, innovations, and then you get to know, maybe you need to be a researcher, you need to be an engineer, or you need to be a teacher. After aptitudes, we talk of interest. What do I like? What don't I like? By discovering what you are interested in, you become aware of what motivates you. Interests serve primarily to select out of a mix of potential activities the ones you are most likely to engage in fully and enjoying doing. Some people are interested in practical things, while others are attracted to more specialized areas like various activities. So knowing your interests can lead you to careers and educational possibilities that are most meaningful to you. So career satisfaction is highest when you are able to perform tasks that utilize your natural strength and appeal to your strengths and attitudes and your interest. Then personality, style, how you think, feel and behave. Unique personality expressed through permanent traits and characteristic response patterns of thinking, feeling and behavior based on your supernatural temperament. Just to mention a few. Time might not allow me to go into details, but finally the values. What are the most important things to me? Values are the criteria by which you evaluate the things and activities that are most important to you in life and work. They serve as compass, keeping you focused on what really matters as you set priorities and make decisions. So as you think of your career, think of who you are. Have you discovered yourself? Are you in the road of self-discovery? Are you aware of your interests? What motivates you? What do you value most? The innate ability, the personality styles. It is important. Sometimes there are those who are just so quiet, the introverts. But when they touch a machine, they do great things. They are not as talkative as myself. But when they touch a machine, they become great computer scientists. Or those as talkative as myself, when they become out there, start talking, they are great mobilizers, and they discover that they are great politicians. So, self-discovery makes you get to where you ought to be. Makofi kwangu kwa lazima saisi. Thank you.
I want to move about of thanks. First, I want to say thank you for students for having that desire to come to our university to share with us on the various issues we have talked about. I want to say thank you very much. I want you to clap 4 claps for yourself. The number 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. Secondly, I want to say heko kwa walimu wenu and the management of your schools for having allowed you planning and organizing until you get a chance to be here. Thank you so much, teachers from various schools, principals I heard who are here. Thank you so much. I want us to clap for them also. Let's clap for them. Okay, thank you very much. I also want to thank the chair Exhibition Committee, University of Kabianga, for organizing this event until its fruition. We have seen the day, we have benefited all of us, more so students and teachers from various schools. Thank you so much, the committee who were involved. We want to thank you so much. Let's clap for them. 1, 2, 3. I also want to thank the deans who have availed themselves to come and give you a candid detail of all the programs which they offer in their various schools. I'm very sure you are well fed. You are well fed with what you wanted to know today from the information they have given us. Let's clap for them also. I also want to thank the university administration for making sure that this event has succeeded, allowing us to plan, organize until it is fruitful today. Let's clap for them too. Lastly, I want to say thank you for the Almighty God for allowing us to have this day and to plan this day and give us a very good time so that all of us are in good health. We have everything because of His grace. So I want to say thank you so much for all of you. When you go back, have Charlie Masses and make sure before you go, get to know the university very well. Interact with all the parts which you have not, and you'll be very different from that person who is out. Before I sit down, I want to say that we have brochures. So we will give these ones to the teachers from your various schools. Make sure go and put it in the notice board of the best way out, which you know in your school how to have this knowledge share. Thank you so much.